Salam. Hello, guys, and welcome back to another UEFA Champions League Fantasy podcast. This time, I'm going to have the live deadline stream till match day 5, and I'm going to use Limitless card, which is mentioned in the title of the live stream. And of course, I will active my Limitless card because I have no choice not to active. I have many players. Some of them are injured. For example, Gabriel is injured. Ben Sebaini probably is not going to play. Then question marks for Akanji. Adeyemi plays from the substitution, uh, and my some of my players are playing against each other. For example, Bayern is playing against Arsenal, so that means Merino is going to face Olise and Upamecano. It's not profitable for my team. Even Atletico is going to face Inter if Akanji plays or not. Alvarez and Akanji meet each other, and that's not good. Also, in a case of Newcastle and Marcel, they are playing against each other, and many my players are playing against each other, so it will not be profitable to live like this. I have no wild card. I have used it on match day 2. It was profitable for me, but right now I'm going to active my Limitless card, the last chip which is left for me, and make team selection, live team selection with you, just updating injury situations which I research, which I made the research, and I know the last rumors about it. And of course, I'm going to start before you you make questions for this match day. I will start selecting my players. I'm going to remove Alvarez from my team. Merino, Olise, Yamal, Adeyemi, Ilmaz, Barn, Akanji, Ben Sebaini, Gabriel, Upamecano, and Geronimo Rulli. Maybe I'm going to remove Milinkovic Savic. I don't know, but what I know right now is that I will I will keep with Erling Haaland, Kylian Mbappe. These two players will be essential for my team. I know there are many great players, but right now I have the kind of players which are not injured, and I want to keep touch with them who are in the best shape. So right now I will have Erling Haaland and Kylian Mbappe in my team, and I will left with Milinkovic Savic because the match is against Karabakh, and I predict that Napoli can make a clean sheet and take another good outcome for Milinkovic Savic, just like it was against Eintracht with 7 points. So I just made the best Limitless team selection and best wildcard team selection episodes on my channel, but after that we got some injury cases. Also, some players are out because of healthy situation. I mean, for example, Thibaut Courtois, Hausen, they are going to be out. So in my episode, under the Limitless and under the wildcard, they both were in a starting lineup for me. But right now everything is changed, so we want to pick the players who are active for the deadline stream. The first matches are going to be Galatasaray against Union Saint-Gilles, and everyone has the question if Osimhen plays or not. I think he's going to be out against Belgium team, and I think Galatasaray will not have easy game against Union Saint-Gilles. But if Osimhen starts from the starting lineup, of course we will be able to see it, and I will keep him in my team as a starter, of course. Okay, let's start the team selection, and I have some key players for this fixture. For example, I will pick them. I will fill the empty spots right now with those kind of players which I want to pick, which are in my mind. So there are Foden, Kvaratskhelia, Salah, Van Dijk even. I will explain them, of course, but first of all, I want to pick them. Okay, Mendes. Let's see the matches again. I mean, McTominay is going to be great pick. Of course, João Neves is in a good shape. There are other defenders which I want to pick. One of them is Emre Can from Borussia Dortmund. In the absence of Ben Sebaini, Emre Can is the kind of player who takes penalties, not Serhou Guirassy. And for example, in Bundesliga, when Ben Sebaini left the match against Stuttgart, Emre Can was the player who took the penalty, not Serhou Guirassy. I'm impressed why not Guirassy is not taking penalties, because he loves to score. He has a good percentage, but somehow defenders are going to take penalties for Borussia Dortmund. Emre Can is going to be key one. Hi, bro. How are you doing? Hello. I mean, well, a little bit illness for me. How about you? So continue the pick of the players. Right now, I'm thinking about defenders, because if you see the matches, even it's not the best time to use Limitless card. Guys, I'm forced to use Limitless card because my players are playing against each other. So it's not profitable to live like this. So I don't like this idea to play Limitless on this day, but I have to do it. Why? The main reason why I don't like to play Limitless, because many good teams are playing against each other. So many good players, high-priced players, are busy to play against each other. So right now we can see such a match. For example, Chelsea against Barcelona. We could pick Lamine Yamal. We could pick Lewandowski, or even defender from Barcelona. Sorry. For example, defender from Chelsea. Why not? But right now those teams are playing against each other, and it's not profitable for me to pick many players with from Chelsea or from Barcelona. For example, we got match PSG against Spurs, which is not easy, but I count PSG as the highly favorites, and I told you in the Limitless card team selection episode. So then Arsenal beat them in London Derby, so I think PSG will do the same. And I don't count Spurs are even with Parisian, so I guess having PSG many players, it will not be as huge risk for our team. Okay, we got also Liverpool, who is not in the best shape, but somehow in the Champions League they play better football. For example, from the last three matches, they won three, beat Eintracht Frankfurt, beat Real Madrid at home, and also it was another match. I don't remember exactly. Beat Atletico de Madrid at home. So yes, last from the four fixtures they won three, but in the Premier League they struggle. So in the Champions League they do better, and I think against PSV I will risk a little bit, and we'll have the players from Liverpool, for example Salah, Van Dijk, why not? And when Alisson is back, maybe it's rumors that Liverpool defensive line feels more credible at this moment, but against Nottingham Forest they were disaster. So against PSV I do think they are going to be better, and in the Champions League they can do it better because they beat Real Madrid at home, and Real Madrid practically had not any opportunity to score a goal, while Liverpool, if not Thibaut Courtois, probably they would score three or four in that match. But in the Premier League they struggle a lot. So I think having the Champions League Liverpool players who are not credible at this moment by many UCL fantasy players. I think it is going to be a little bit differential for our team. Exactly. So Arsenal against Bayern, Atletico de Madrid against Inter. Those are two fixtures where many good players are going to perform so against each other. So that means under the Limitless card we have to choose one of them, or just forget that match and just forget that players. So guys, many good matches we saw, and it is hard to predict which one is going to win. So it is too hard to pick the players under the Limitless card. For example, it would be Kane. Why not? But match against Arsenal just leaves me no choice not to forget him. Uh, so uh, let's start with defensive players again, which I want to pick. I must try to find them. One of them is Teze, despite the fact that his price is not that high. Actually, he plays as a defensive midfielder, guys, and his ownership is only 2%, while his record is good. We can see that. 8 points against City, 8 points against Spurs, 7 points against Bodo Glimt, and much against Paphos in Cyprus. I think that Monaco can be a little bit favorites, and in French league, they conceding many goals, but in the Champions League they do it better. And I guess Teze could be good player under the Limitless card. I know not the favorite one, not the popular one, but I think he will be also a differential. So Teze for me is an option. Not confirmed to have in my final team, but practically he is going to be an option under the Limitless card. Next defender which I want to see, maybe it is Joshko Guardiola from Manchester City, because this guy plays very well recently, and I think City improved his play style. They just lost the match against Newcastle in the Premier League, we all know, but meanwhile in the Champions League we can see his record: 7 points against Napoli, 5 points against Monaco, 8 points against Villarreal, 6 points against Borussia Dortmund, and against Leverkusen. I think City has the opportunity to have the clean sheet. Why not? So that means Joshko Guardiola for me is going to be a good defender. Why not? And maybe in my final team he will be the key one. It is also important to know which players are playing today, because the balance is important to see. Guys, if you have the questions, you can comment. I can answer them. Right now I'm concentrated on selecting the Limitless team, but of course I will answer your questions meanwhile that process. Okay, I'm struggling to choose goalkeeper and third forward in my team. I know that there are many teams who has good forwards, but somehow they are most of them are injured. Some of them are playing against each other, the best teams. So some of them has not good record in the last fixtures. Some of them are on the bench. So right now it's too hard to pick third forward. What do you think about Copenhagen striker Larsson on pens against Kairat at home? Yes, it is good. You can risk of course under the Limitless card, because your team, your previous team will return. But right now I don't think he's the best option, but you can do that against Kairat. Why not? But I don't count Copenhagen as the heavily favorites. Okay, they can win, but Kairat played good football in the Champions League. They lose nothing. They must play their best. So I think it is going to be great ownership pick, because he will be differential, of course. But on my list I have other forwards, and I will tell you later. Do you think Gordon is going to start for Newcastle? And also Højlund is a good option. Yes, Højlund is one of them who is going to be in my list. But recently he is going to be substitute. He is substitute out for 60 minutes, and with other player exchange. So I need a player who is going to perform for the 90 minutes. Maybe it is going to be a risk for me. Maybe I pick the player which is not in the best shape, but plays for 90 minutes, which is important. Just like Girassi, just like Lewandowski is in my list, because Lewandowski, I know it is newly returned from an injury, but somehow his form is back. He plays very well. Scored a hat trick against Celta. Scored a goal against Bilbao in the national break. He also scored a goal. So Robert Lewandowski is in good shape. Chelsea does not concede many goals in the Premier League, but in the Champions League against Barcelona, their team are not going to be that good, I guess. And to be honest, I count Barcelona as a little bit favorites, despite the fact they have huge minus in the midfield line because of injury cases. I think Barcelona is going to win against Chelsea in a away game. And who else but Robert Lewandowski, who is very good in the Champions League, great experience, one of the best top scorer in the history of the tournament, is in a good shape, and price does not matter under the Limitless card. Why not if he's going to be in my team? I'm thinking about him also. Vlahovic is also very good, but for the last matches, Juventus don't score many goals. That's a problem because also Kenan Yildiz, who is registered as a midfielder, he's midfielder actually, but plays as the front line in Juventus under Luciano Spalletti, but they don't score many goals in Serie A. Also in the Champions League, in the debut of Spalletti with Juventus, they just draw with Sporting. So there is the question marks what Juventus is going to do if they fight in Serie A for the next year and just complete the team, or just they are going to be competitive in the Champions League. So if they want to qualify directly in the round of 16 of UCL, I think that they must win at least 4 matches out of 4 possible. So guys, it is going to be too hard, but opponents are good for them. So Vlahovic is also in my list. What do you think of Kenda from Sporting? Yes, he's good one, but actually he's the defender, right? Yes, he's defender. But he played very well against Kairat only. Other fixtures were not good for Kenda, and I don't think that against Atalanta it is going to be good pick. Sorry against Brugge, because Brugge scores many goals. So if somehow Belgium team scores, it will be minus points for Kenda. So I'm not keen on to have that kind of player in my team. Guys, before I continued the team selection process, I want to ask you to subscribe to the channel if you have not yet, and help me to reach the subscribers milestone, which is on the screen right now. And what's the most important, please join in my league. Let's make a little competition between us, and I have a huge hope we could be 370 members at least before the deadline. So you can join if you have not. You can join in my UCL Fantasy League. Let's join with it, and the code is in the description. You can see it. Also, the code is on the screen. So we got the questions right now. Will Can and Adeyemi start for Dortmund today? I think Can is going to start because Ben Sebaini had back injury, and I don't think he's able to perform for again in the Champions League. And if Ben Sebaini is out, that automatically means Emre Can takes penalties, because he did against Stuttgart. And also in last year, Emre Can was the key player, cheap one, but scores penalties, so it's a good one. So Emre Can, if you are using Limitless card, Emre Can is going to be great for the specific fixture. But after that, I think Ben Sebaini will replace him easily. What about Karim Adeyemi? To be honest, I like the fixture for Borussia Dortmund. I count them as the heavily favorites. Even Adeyemi plays very well in the Champions League, but the last rumors, which is about him, not the best behavior. You can agree with me. It is hard for him at this moment. Even Borussia Dortmund has not confidence for him. So he start from the bench against Stuttgart. I don't want to risk him on match day 5, to be honest. Tomer Khalif, hey mate, how you doing? Got two moves in my mind. Uh, what's your favorite? Dimarco, Gabriel, Uzun, Alvarez, to Nuno, Buongiorno, Yildiz, Kane, or same players sold. Buongiorno, Zapacosta, Olise, Kane, or even keep Julian. Um, you have two moves in your mind, so Gabriel is out due to injury. He is not going to perform. So I would sell Gabriel, of course, and the player you can take is Buongiorno, and of course because of the high price of Gabriel, you can afford also Di Lorenzo. In the last fixture, Napoli just played with the 5 defender. Actually, Conte likes it, and Di Lorenzo was wing back, not a standard right back. He was wing back, so it's a increased opportunity of an assist, and Di Lorenzo did it against Atalanta. So right now, I have also him in my mind to be an assister. Why not? So you can buy that kind of player for Gabriel. And other transfer, you can sell Alvarez, not in the best shape, and you can buy another forward, just like I'm going to do. For example, Kane and Holland, if you have not them, but you can buy Alvarez, sorry, Lewandowski, Girassi, Højlund from Napoli. Of course, there is an option of Osimhen if he plays from the starting lineup. We must wait before the starting lineups revealed. And other forwards are also Copenhagen forward, which we are mentioned in the comment section. You can see it. Who is the third striker for your team? I was talking about him, Muhammad Shiref. I was talking about him. I don't know exactly who is going to be. Maybe it is going to be Lewandowski, Kane, Girassi because of the fixture, but recently Girassi does not score many goals. Of course, it can be Rasmus Højlund from Napoli. We must see it. Maybe I have Ekitike also in my mind because he plays better in the Champions League than in Premier League, and because of Isak was too bad in the Premier League against Nottingham Forest. It's a high increased opportunity for Ekitike to start in the Champions League. How about Greenwood? Yes, Greenwood was also very good. Him and Aubameyang both are in the best shape, so you can pick both of them. But against Newcastle, it is not going to be easy to score. But Greenwood is also a very good and differential option. Good one. Gianfranco Fiorello. Now, Emre Can or Kalulu for the whole remaining matches. For the whole remaining matches, for the long perspective, you mean? Of course, Kalulu is going to be better if we compare that two defenders. Because Emre Can is going to play for this specific fixture, and if Ben Sebaini is going to be back soon, I guess Emre Can will be on the bench. So for the long perspective, Kalulu is better than Emre Can, but for the specific matchday 5, I think Emre Can is better because he also takes penalties, guys, don't forget. And why not if Borussia Dortmund keeps clean sheet against Villarreal? Emre Can or Kalulu for the whole remaining matches. I told you that right now. Guys, please don't forget to like this episode. It helps me, it motivates me a lot, so it will be appreciated. Thank you in advance. So I'll start to find a goalkeeper at this moment. I'm 30th in the world, by the way. Oh, that's a good one, bro. Congratulations. I wish you the best result on match day 5. And I would be glad. I'll be glad if I help you, even with a minor advice. Apohan playing Limitless. My front three is Holland, Mbappe, and Vlahovic. Okay. really want to play a Dortmund attacker. Problem is in that case I need to change Vlahovic. Should I do it? Which mid is nulled of BFB? Brandt is also good. Adem if he plays, but not sure about it. So it comes to Mecha and Brandt if you are asking for the midfielder. But as the forward, if we compare Vlahovic and Serhou Guirassy, even Serhou Guirassy has not good records recently, but if you compare to Vlahovic, it's not the huge difference. Both of them struggling to score a goal. So to be honest, I prefer Serhou Guirassy a little bit than Dusan Vlahovic. The first of all match is in Signal Iduna Park, and Borussia Dortmund plays differently in that stadium. And the second one, Juventus plays in a away game in Norway, so it is not going to be the one, to be honest, against Bodo Glimt. Can better right? Chan better right. Yes, he can score. He can score Kalulu. There is no way he score. Yes, you're right. Jan has score. Is able to score if there is a matter of penalty. But in the case of Kalulu, he does not score many, and we must pray for the corners and set pieces. I put Hoylund for this journey. It's good. Yes, it is. I just told you minutes ago that Rasmus Hoylund is one of my option to be the third forward because the match against Karabakh, I think Napoli are heavily favorites, and Rasmus Hoylund also played couple of matches very well under contest. So he just scored a goal in the national break. He's able to do that. The only reason I just read off Rasmus Hoylund is that he plays maybe, for example, 60 70 minutes. After that he substitute off. So Rasmus Højlund is one of the option, of course. Yes, he can double. Why not? He can score a brace. So if you give him opportunity, maybe it is going to be good for you. And don't forget that he is the one of the option. Sorry, differential option. So, guys, I want to start to find goalkeeper. My preference was Thibaut Courtois from tomorrow's games, but he has the problems, healthy problems. So right now he is not going to be available. Of course, sorry, Hausen has the problems. So that means Real Madrid has only Asensio as the healthy defender. Lunin is in goalie. So I think Olympiacos, why not if they score a goal against Real Madrid? Why not? That just increases opportunities for them. So that's the main reason I'm not going to pick any Real Madrid defender or any Real Madrid goalkeeper from tomorrow's game. So we can see that it is Copenhagen against Kairat Almaty. So I think Copenhagen goalkeeper steals the first choice for me, despite the fact, sorry, his price is too low, and under Limitless card we always try to pick the player which is expensive and the best, but at this moment that leaves us no choice not to have Copenhagen goalkeeper, because Papos against Monaco, and I think Monaco goalkeeper is also an option. But if I pick Kesse from Monaco, who is actually a defensive midfielder and not a defender, I think that having a double up from Monaco defensive line is not going to be that good, and it contains high risk. Sporting against Brugge, I think both teams are able to score. Paris against Spurs, I would pick Chevalier from Paris Saint-Germain, but meanwhile, I can told you that I have 3 players right now who are chosen in my team. Nuno Mendes, Richard Kvaratskhelia, and João Neves. In my mind, those players will present my team, so I can't pick 4th player. It's against the rules. Liverpool against PSV, I just picked Virgil van Dijk, so it's enough. I don't think Alisson is going to be a better option. Neuer and Raya from Arsenal and Bayern, even I don't count them the best option. So it comes to Sommer and Oblak, I don't like them because they are against each other. Even in that match, I predict both teams to score. And the last one goes to Olympiacos against Real Madrid, which I talked about minutes ago. And I mean that Olympiacos is able to score because of the injury cases, just like in the case of Thibaut Courtois, in the case of Dean Howson. Real Madrid has huge problems in defensive line, so that means they are going to be Olympiacos is able to score them against them. So right now, Milinkovic-Savic is untouchable from Tuesday night for me, while I think the best option is going to be Copenhagen goalkeeper. His name, I don't remember exactly, but yes, Kotarski, who had disaster match against Spurs in a away game. But against Kairat Almighty, why not if he takes the clean sheet? Because it's a specific fixture, guys, not a long perspective under the Limitless card. So that means Kotarski can be in my team. The second option is to remove Teze from my team. Just add Kyo, Monaco's goalkeeper, and try to find another defender. For example, from the Pasha or Barnes, Trent or Di Lorenzo, Icardi or Girassi. Pasha or Barnes, I think Pasha. Trent or Di Lorenzo, because of the play time, guys, because Pasha plays the full match while Barnes is substituted out from the 16 minutes. Trent or Di Lorenzo, I think Di Lorenzo. And Icardi or Sergio Girassi, I think Girassi. I thought about Vlahovic, but I prefer Højlund. Yes, it's your choice. Good one. This round is really hard to pick defenders. Yes, it is, because many... we all know how we are using Limitless cards, right? We pick always the best players in the world, the most famous players, the players who are good enough to score and has good fixtures, of course, was the most important. But right now we got the matches where the best players are playing against each other. That's why I'm using Limitless card. If not, otherwise I would not do that. But I'm pushed to use Limitless card. So it's hard to pick defenders in this round, because we got the weak teams, which we don't know if they were scored or not, and we got the best teams who are playing against each other. So, and plus injury players, don't forget them. Guys who joined recently with us, please subscribe the channel and like this video. Help me to reach the subscribers milestone, which is on the screen right now. And I will be very happy if you join in my private league in UCL Fantasy, and let's make a little competition between us. And I have a hope we can be 360 members, 370 members. That's my milestone for my UCL Fantasy League. And don't forget your like, please. It motivates me a lot. So just return to the selection, and I want to find the defender, actually good defender for this fixture. If I want to buy and find the defender, I want to see the matches. So from Napoli, of course, it is good to have Di Lorenzo, but I of course got Milinkovic-Savic. That means I will rid off Di Lorenzo. Maybe I'll buy Otamendi. Nobody knows. He's one of the options. Because of ball recoveries, he's too good, and Ajax is not in the best shape. Juventus defender is going to be good option also. From Athletic Bilbao, why not? From Dortmund, I have already acquired Emre Can. From City, I have already Joško Guardiol. Chelsea against Barcelona, of course, I am going to forget that. So it's too hard to pick defender. Maybe I'm going to buy Barn from Newcastle, or just take a little risk and get Di Lorenzo the double up from from Napoli. It is going to be risk, I know, little risk, but maybe I will live with it. So at the forward, I want to buy. I want to find other forward. So my options, you know already. Okay, I will pick one of the options. It is going to be Girassi at this moment, or just Lewandowski. Ooh, it's hard to pick. Okay, let's keep with Serhu Girassi right now. Um, Burkhardt against Atalanta home. Yes, but I don't keen on. Okay, maybe he can score, but I don't think that Eintracht is going to score many goals against Atalanta. But he's going to be differential. That's why the names which are not famous are too hard to pick under the Limitless card. He plays very well. He's an option, of course, the differential one, but I don't know. I don't like that pick. But points are too good, to be honest. 15 points he took against Galatasaray. It was good. Double. Against Atalanta, and Atalanta does not concede many goals in the Champions League. And I think both teams are going to be the same at the same caliber. Lorenzo could be a differential pick instead of Girassi. Lorenzo, who you mean? Who do you mean? Sorry, I did not get it. What do you think about Pavlidis? Better than Girassi? I don't think so. I don't think so that Pavlidis is better one. Yes, Ajax defensive line is worst, one of the worst in the Champions League, but uh, Benfica attacking line is not that efficient. I don't like that Pavlidis pick, to be honest. Larsson, sorry for the spelling. Larsson, you mean from Copenhagen? Yes, he can be good one. He can be good one against Kairat, but I prefer Girassi. Right now, I prefer Girassi. This team is not final, you know, guys. Maybe I will make the changes. Maybe I will start the express of the players why I picked them. So we can see the matches against the opponents. And okay, Milinkovic Savic against Karabakh tonight. Of course, I pick him. Kyo against Pafos in a away game from Monaco. I pick him. Joshko Guardiola against Leverkusen, because I think City is able not to concede goal against Leverkusen, and also Joshko Guardiola from the set pieces is good one. So it's a opportunity to score a goal and grab many points for our team. Di Lorenzo, not the best pick for me, because I have already Milinkovic Savic. I have someone from Napoli, so double up from Napoli defensive line is not that that good one from me. But right now, okay, at this moment, I pick them. Okay, I leave them at this moment. Nobody knows what is going to happen till the deadline. Lewandowski or Girassi? Too hard, bro. But Lewandowski returned very well, to be honest. What can I say bad about him? Scoring goals, scored a hat trick against Celta Vigo. Has a brilliant experience in the Champions League. One of the best top scorer in this tournament. The only question is that maybe Lewandowski just will be substitute off from the 70 minutes, maybe because he's newly back from an injury. But to be honest, I prefer Lewandowski than Serhou Guirassy. On the paper, he is better one. If I continue my pick, Emre Can just takes penalties for Borussia Dortmund. I have Raya, Sommer, and Dumfries. Should I use Limitless? What kind of players do you have? Other players, you can tell me? Because okay, David Raya, Jens Sommer, and Dumfries. You must remove Dumfries at least because he is injured. For captain, is it Holland and Mbappe only good to pick? Not only them, but they are playing on different day. For Tuesday tonight, Holland is going to perform. He is an option of the captaincy. But on Wednesday, yes, Kylian Mbappe is one of the option. Okay, continue to express my players. Emre Can is not the starting player actually, but recently in the last fixture he played instead of Ben Sebaini, who is injured. So he also takes penalties, so why not to have that kind of player in our team? We got a question again. What about Zane? I like him over João Neves. Yes, he's good one. He's a little bit more attacker than João Neves, but for the last fixtures, you can see João Neves results. He always scores a goal. How, I don't know, but he always scores a goal. He's very efficient. So despite his little price, I think João Neves is going to be a good option in our team. Milinkovic Tuesday and Wednesday. Who you suggest for Limitless? Milinkovic Tuesday and Wednesday. What do you mean? I mean, he's going to play on Tuesday tonight. Yes. And who you suggest for Limitless? For Wednesday goalkeeper, I picking Kyon or just Copenhagen goalkeeper. But I think Kyon is going to be better option a little bit. If you are asking like this, because I did not get it exactly. So guys, other my pick is Nuno Mendes from Paris Saint-Germain. I know the match against Spurs on the paper it's too hard. It's a replay of the Super Cup, UEFA Super Cup match. But I think this match is going to be better for Parisians. They lost against Bayern at home, so they have no right to lose against Spurs and concede a goal, I guess, because if Paris wants to qualify directly in the Champions League round of 16 and take a good match in round of 16, they must take the good spot in the top 8, and of course highest spot in top 8, and of course current champions wants to have easier path than they had in the last year. Yamal or Fermin or João Neves. Limitless is active. I would pick. It's too hard. For me, João Neves little bit because of the Chelsea match. I think João Neves can be, but I see also that Fermin scores, to be honest, because Fermin is very efficient. His contribution is too high in each match for Barcelona, and if Chelsea want to buy him, you remember on the transfer window, summer transfer window, so they did not pay 60 million for Fermin Lopez. Maybe Fermin will show them why his price was that high. Virgil van Dijk, and you have the question marks about Liverpool, and Liverpool is not that good in the Champions League while they are playing good football. In the Premier League they are bad, but in the Champions League they play better football. Be honest, in the Champions League they beat Real Madrid without any opportunity for Los Blancos. They also beat Atletico de Madrid. Just lost the match against Galatasaray in a away game, I know, but won the match in the Champions League against Eintracht. Scored 5 goals in a away game. So to be honest, guys, in the Champions League, this team plays different football, and if Arne Slot loses against PSV at home, I think that he's going to be sacked in the morning. So now Liverpool plays different football. I think their main priority right now are going to be Champions League. So that means they are going to destroy PSV because on the other hand, PSV is not the team that equals to the team who beats Liverpool in a away game. Konate and Virgil van Dijk together in the Limitless. Is it okay? It is okay, but also it's a risky one. So you must decide. PSV just scores goals, and Liverpool concedes many one. I think Virgil van Dijk single is a good pick because he also scores. He's good at ball recoveries and the clearances, but to pick both of them are going to be too risky, I guess. But you can do that. Why not? What do you think of Garnacho as a high octane punt? He can take advantages of Barca high line. Yes, because of the injuries of Barcelona, Garnacho is the kind of player who can take opportunity and the score, but also he's going to risky one. I think there are many better midfielders who could be by under the Limitless team selection, but I don't like Garnacho pick, to be honest. But against Barcelona, he can score. Why not? Because of Barcelona line is higher, and they have huge problems in the midfield line because of injuries. So Virgil van Dijk, which I expressed, and then there is a Phil Foden for me. Also, I have the same scenario, guys, in the Premier League. In the Premier League, Foden does not play best football, but in the Champions League, this guy is different. We can see his points, 70 points against Borussia Dortmund, double from the outside of the box. 9 points against Napoli. Okay, 2 points against Monaco and Villarreal. The match was missed due to injury. So I think against Leverkusen at home, Foden can play better football. Hi, why Foden though? You could go for Doku. Doku is not that best pick. I think he can play best football. His best performance maybe one time in 3 months, which was against Liverpool. Okay, he's good pick, but I prefer Foden because of experience and because of the last matches. Hello, is Spinazzola out for Napoli? Yes, I think Gutierrez is going to start for Napoli. And Gutierrez played very well in Serie A, and also he played very well in the Champions League against Frankfurt, if you remember, in the last fixture, I mean. If you guys joined me recently, please subscribe to the channel and like this video. Help me to reach the subscribers milestone. And what's the most important, please join in my league, in the private league, and let's make a little competition between us. It will be appreciated if you help me with these moves. So the next player is Kvaratskhelia, and I will talk about with João Neves and Kvaratskhelia together because they are playing for the same team. Goalkeeper for Wednesday, I pick Kyon from Monaco. Also, you can pick Copenhagen goalkeeper and Unai Simon from Bilbao. I don't like, sorry, not Unai Simon, it's Tuesday night. Chevalier from PSG, Kyon from Monaco, and Copenhagen goalkeeper are going to be my preferences. So I'm going to talk about Kvaratskhelia and João Neves together. I think that in absence of Ousmane Dembele and Desiré Doué, Kvaratskhelia and Barcola, both of them have the opportunity and have the right to take all the responsibility themselves, and they lost the match against Bayern at home, and they must win to secure the high spot during the top 8 teams. Because if PSG wants to qualify directly in the round of 16, which they do, I'm sure, they need to have easier opponent for the round of 16. So if they want like this, they must win the rest of the fixtures, which is against, one of them is against Spurs, Bilbao, Sporting, and Newcastle. those matches are not going to be the one. And Fenerbahce, if we exclude the match against Bayern, 12 points against Atalanta at home. Leverkusen, 10 points against Leverkusen. Barcelona match was out due to injury. He was out due to injury. And against Bayern, he played very well also. But Bayern is a better team at this moment than PSG. We all know that. So this, I don't think that Spurs are better team than Leverkusen and Atalanta at this moment. Maybe a little bit better, not the best one. So I think PSG can defeat them easily. And I was telling that in my episodes in the wild card and limitless card team selection, but meanwhile Arsenal beat them 4-1 at home. So Spurs defensive line is not that good, and who else but Parisians are able to score against them. So I prefer to have Kvaratskhelia in my team, and of course João Neves, because João Neves is actually midfielder, guys, but in the last fixtures you can see it, of course his contribution is too high. The goal contribution, I mean, assists, goals, also in national break, so also with the headers, just like against Bayern. So I think João Neves is good, a good player, and he can score. Of course, his price is 5.9. His ownership is 8%. We can pick that kind of player. To be honest, I'm going to pick him because I trust him for even the specific fixture. What about Mohamed Salah, and what kind of text I told you about the Virgil van Dijk? Liverpool plays better football in the Champions League. I have a hope that Mohamed Salah is able to score tomorrow against PSV. Also, I'm thinking to pick Lamine Yamal instead of Mohamed Salah. Or this can be an option, or just remove João Neves and pick Lamine Yamal. Of course, I can do that, and we'll have the expensive players which are able to score, but I guess João Neves and Kvaratskhelia can bring better points than Lamine Yamal against Chelsea. And Cucurella knows very well him, and he is not going to have easy game. So we can see that tonight. So Mohamed Salah is one of the options to be picked, but if I remove him, I will pick Lamine Yamal from Barcelona, because Salah is good, but Liverpool does not play the best football in attacking line. Maybe Salah does not score. We can see his contribution in the last fixtures, which was against Atletico de Madrid. To be honest, as I remember, it was penalty or not. No, it was not penalty. Sorry, I remember it was directly from the free kick. So what do you think about Larsson? I just told you guys that Larsson can be good pick against Kairat, but for me it's count as a risky one, so I don't like that pick. But as a differential, he's good. So Scott McTominay, what about him, guys? Scott McTominay just scored brilliant, fantastic goal against Denmark in national break. He also famous for scoring goals in Napoli, and maybe in a formation of three defenders and four midfielders, McTominay could be a little bit back than he actually does in Scotland. But I think even this situation, Scott McTominay has the opportunity to score goals from the set pieces with the headers, and of course he's good one in the box. So Scott McTominay against Karabakh, I think he can be one of the best option, guys. And what about my favorite line? I have Erling Haaland in my team, which I don't think there is not necessary for many words, because Haaland scores against any team, and he's able to score against Leverkusen at least. So to be honest, I think that Haaland can score a double against Leverkusen, and I have that feeling to that prediction. Kylian Mbappe just lost in the last three fixtures. He did not score for Real Madrid, but against Olympiacos they can redeem themselves. And who else but Mbappe is the kind of player who can fix everything in Real Madrid in Los Blancos. He's also has the responsibility and capable of capable of to fix the situation in Real Madrid. I know there is a break situation with Xabi Alonso and forward, some forward just like Vinny Jr. But I think against Olympiacos, against Greek team, there can be good match for Los Blancos, and I see Real Madrid as a winner in a away game on a Wednesday night. And the last forward can be Sergio Girassi for me, even Robert Lewandowski. I don't know right now. I will wait for the starting lineups. If Victor Osimhen plays, which is practically not happening, but maybe he plays. I don't know. If Osimhen starts, of course I will pick him. If not, I will choose between Højlund, Vlahovic, Girassi, and Lewandowski. And somehow I forget to make the pool, and you helped me to and help each other to make decision about the last forward. So which one is going to be better option for the third forward? I have an option of Rasmus. Another option can be Vlahovic, or just other. You can comment. So guys, let's keep a vote for forward which can be the best option for the specific matchday 5 under the Limitless card. I have Lewandowski, Girassi, Rasmus Højlund, and Dusan Vlahovic in my mind, the 4 forwards, and I want to decide between them. Lewandowski plays very well recently, that's why I have him in my mind. So against Chelsea, I'm not keen on to pick him because Chelsea does not concede many goals. But meanwhile, Lewandowski's play time is not that secured, so we can decide between this. And of course, for example, approximately in 1 hour we will have the starting lineups. If Osimhen plays, guys, of course I will pick him, but there is not the opportunity for Victor Osimhen. Maybe 1% only. The votes are good for Dusan Vlahovic. He is winning at this moment. We can see it later. So guys, I'm thinking right now the cons of my team, disadvantages, are going to be having double up from Napoli defensive line, because Karabakh is Karabakh, not the favorites against the Champions League participants, but they just scored against every team. So if they score against Napoli, it would be a disaster for my team, because both of my players, Di Lorenzo and Milinkovic Savic, are going to be left without plus points. So that's not the best one. So guys, you can make your selection. Oh, Rasmus Højlund just overtook others. Now it's even with Girassi. So before the deadline, we can see it, what kind of results we'll get. So right now, guys, do you have any questions in the comment section? You can ask, and I will answer it, of course. It's a live Q&A. Meanwhile, I don't like the idea which is about Milinkovic-Savic and Di Lorenzo at the same time. So I'm going to pick forward, sorry, defender or other goalkeeper. We can see it right now. Maybe I'll acquire, I'll purchase Otamendi instead of Di Lorenzo, or just Kalulu instead of Di Lorenzo from Juventus. So we can see that, guys. But right now, what is important? I have the team, which I think is good one. Okay, okay, guys. I'm looking for a fix in my team. I have the question marks about Mohamed Salah, Di Lorenzo or Milinkovic Savic, and the forward, which is Julian Alvarez at this moment for me, but of course I removed him. And I have votes. I'm waiting for your action. What you think? Who is going to be better option for this specific fixture? So guys, I am waiting for your questions, and of course I will looking for the players. Who can I replace? Maybe I'll pick Yamal today, but Lamin did not perform recently against Brugge. Okay, against Brugge he was good. Sorry, against Olympiacos the expectations were too high. Against Chelsea he can do better, but is it good pick or not? I don't know. I think Salah can be better pick against PSV. How many points did you get, guys? In the last fixture, I can't tell you my result. Okay, my result was 81 points on match day 4, and I just had Julian Alvarez as the captain with 12 points. Mikel Merino, who was my substitution, which I buy him, took 60 points. Yamal with 9 points, Gabriel with 6 points, Denborn with 13 points, clean sheet for Milinkovic Savic. In summary, I just took more than average. So guys, it was good. Rasmus wins. The vote continues, bro. So nobody knows. Right now, I prefer Lewandowski or Girassi, to be honest. But we can see if Rasmus wins or not. I will decide it later who to buy. But I'm interested. What's your opinion overall? Which one is better from those four forwards for the match day 5? But for match day 4, I think I played better. 81 points. So I got a little bit higher in my league, in my private league, which I mentioned earlier. You can join there and we can make a little competition between us guys. So, what player are locked in your Limitless draft? I will tell you. Nuno Mendes, Van Dijk, Foden, Kvaratskhelia, McTominay, Holland, and Mbappe. Those players can't be replaced by others. And John, plus John, yes. Maybe Guardiola. No, no many options. So Rasmus is winning again, guys, but Giros is too close to equalize with him. So, guys, and okay, let's fill the empty spots right now, and I want to talk about the best goalkeeper. Maybe I pick Milinkovic Savic and not to pick Di Lorenzo and buy Otamendi, but I think Di Lorenzo is going to be better pick. Even I imagine like this that Ajax scores at least one goal against Benfica at home. Remember, both teams are in the last two. They share the last two places, so they need to win. Guardiola maybe not to play. What kind of information do you have about Joshua Guardiola? Is he injured? When I made the research there was nothing new. We can we can check the possible starting lineups, guys, for the City game against Leverkusen. Donnarumma, Nunez, Stones, Guardiola, Ait Nouri, Nico Gonzalez, Cherki, Reinders, Foden, Doku, and Holland. There is nothing new about Joshua Guardiola, be honest. So why think about like this? Do you have any other rumor or information? You can tell me. So we just mentioned the possible starting lineup, so we can see it against Ajax against Benfica is not interested at this moment. I guess we all know that Pavlidis is going to perform just like Otamendi, the most popular picks from this game. Galatasaray against Union Saint-Gilles, and everyone has their eye on Victor Osimhen, who is practically is going to be out. Right now he's mentioned as a doubtful, but I think in the Champions League, Victor Osimhen is so necessary for Galatasaray. If he's able to play, I think Victor plays, but Osimhen, we will be able to see the starting lineup. So if Osimhen plays, if Osimhen starts, I will pick him in my starting lineup for sure. That's the most picked player, popular picked player from this match. Borussia Dortmund against Villarreal, and we can see the possible starting lineups for Borussia Dortmund. Kobel, Anton, John, Schlotterbeck, Rierson, Zabitzer, Gross, Svensson, Adeyemi, Brandt, and Girassi. So no Bensebaini in the team, as it seems. And Emre Can will be the starting lineup in the starting lineup. So what about Villarreal? Luis Junior, Mourinho, Joan Foyt, Renato Viega, Cardona, Pepe, Gueye, Partey, Moleiro, Gerard Moreno, and Mika Utaze. So that is also good. Okay, what about Chelsea against Barcelona? Sanchez, Rhys James, Adebayo, Chalobah, Cucurella, Caicedo, Fernandez, Neto, João Pedro, Garnacho, and Delap. Good starting lineup. It would be good if Palmer plays, but he does not. What about Barcelona? Juan Garcia, Kunde, Kubarsi, Eric Garcia, and Martin, Olmo, De Jong, Yamal, Fermi Lopez, Ferran Torres, and Lewandowski. Two attacking starting lineup for Barcelona, and I think Chelsea will be able to score at least one goal against them because of it, because in the midfield line there are tons of problems for Blaugrana. De Jong is back, but he's back from an injury, and Pedri is out. Also, actually, defensive midfielder. There is no defensive midfielder in Barcelona, and I guess I guess Chelsea is able to score against them. That's why I don't pick Barcelona defender. So not just Guardiola might change this lineup. Yes, it's a prediction. Guardiola can do anything he wants with his starting lineup, but I think Guardiola plays. And right now, what about Lamine Yamal or Fermin Lopez, which are the common pick from Barcelona in the fantasy at this moment? I think against Chelsea it is not going to be easy game, and Moses Caicedo will help Kukureya who to play against Lamine Yamal. So I think this match is going to be a good one, but I don't think I like to pick any of the players because the match is too hard, too tough. And other than Limitless card, I prefer to have Salah, who is playing against PSV. So Bodo Glimt against Juventus. From Juventus, we got Di Gregorio, Kalulu, Kelly, Koopmeiners, Cambiaso, Locatelli, Thuram, Kostic, McKennie, Kenan Yildiz, and Vlahovic. What is good for Yildiz is that Kenan Yildiz plays actually as a forward with Vlahovic. The combination, double combination in Juventus, he can be good pick even under the wild card. Why not? For the long perspective. What about City against Leverkusen? Donnarumma, Matheus Nunes, Stones, Guardiola, Nuri, Nico Gonzalez, Sharky, Reinders, Foden, Doku, and Holland. The starting lineup is good, but I miss Ruben Dias instead of John Stones. Rodri is doubtful. Kovacic is out. And Bernardo Silva and Savinho will be out if they take the yellow card. What about Leverkusen? Flaken, Kwanzaa, Bade, Balochan, Arthur, Massa, Garcia, Grimaldo, Tillman, Schick, and Poku. I think City will beat them easily. Marcel against Newcastle. We got Geronimo Rulli, Wea, Pavard, Ballardi, Emerson, Højbjerg, O'Reilly, Vermeeren, Greenwood, Aubameyang, Paixão. That front three is too good to take the points. What about Newcastle? Nick Pope. Also, you know that Nick Pope is one of the options in my mind to be the goalkeeper from Tuesday night. If I switch this guy, Milinkovic Savic, I'll pick Nick Pope or Geronimo Rulli from Marcel. Okay, Pope, Livramento because Trippier is out, Shaw, Botman, Barn, Bruno Guimaraes, Tonali, Joelinton, Murphy, Woltemade, and Barnes. In the possible starting lineup, Gordon is not here, but we can see the final starting lineup tonight. Napoli against Karabakh, Milinkovic, Savic, Beukema, Rahmani, Buongiorno, Di Lorenzo, Lobotka, McTominay, Gutierrez, Neres, Højlund, and Lang. The same starting lineup what it was against Atalanta in Serie A. Now, from tomorrow's game, we got Arsenal against Bayern, Raya, Timber, Saliba, Nkapie, Calafiori, Subimendi, Rice, Eze, who played very well against against Spurs, Saka, Merino as the forward, and Trossard. Gabriel and Havertz are out. Gyökeres and Odegaard are doubtful. Misses the next match if booked. Rice. Okay, what about Bayern? Neuer, Leimer, Upamecano, Tas, Stanisic, Kimmich, Pavlovic, Karl, Olise, Gnabry, and Kane. Gnabry is in the starting lineup, but he's injured, so I don't know if he plays or not. Atletico de Madrid against Inter, Musso, Molina, Jimenez, Hansko, Ruggeri, Simeone, Barrios, Koke, Gonzalez, Sorlot, Alvarez. What about Inter? Sommer, Akanji, Acerbi, and Bastoni, Augusto, Barea, Çalhanoğlu, Zielinski, Di Marco, Martinez, and Thuram. Inter must be very angry because they lost the derby against Milan. So Frankfurt against Atalanta, so we can see the possible starting lineups. But we got the question from Scala Project. I have 3 defensive injuries with 2 free transfers. It's a risky taking -4 hit. Yes, it is risky to take -4, but what kind of players do you have which are injured? Can you tell me? As I see, you have Dumfries and Gabriel. who is that for third defender? Hausen or Ben Sebaini? I have that kind of prediction. If I'm correct, you can tell me. Liverpool against Eindhoven. Alisson is back. Zoboslai, Konate, Van Dijk, Kerkesh again. Jones, Gravenberch, McAllister, Salah, Ekitike, and Gakpo. Yes. Also, UEFA.com just tells us Ekitike is going to start because Isak has dreadful game. Wirtz is out due to injury. So, Olympiacos against Real Madrid. Lunin, Arnold, Raul Asensio, and Tchouaméni, and Carreras. Camavinga, Valverde, Bellingham, Arda Güler, Vini Jr., and Kylian Mbappe. Hakimi, Dumfries, and Gabriel. Those three defenders are too expensive, so if you don't want to take -4 and the rest of the team is perfect for you for the matchday 5, you can sell two defenders just like Hakimi and Dumfries, I guess, because both of them has harder injuries than Gabriel. And acquire other defenders. If you want to see the possible best players, I have right now here John, Van Dijk, Nuno Mendes, Di Lorenzo, Joshua Guardiola. I think they can be fit for matchday 5. So Paris Saint-Germain against Pure Chevalier, Zaire Emery instead of Hakimi, Marquinhos, Pacho, Nuno Mendes, João Neves, Vitinha, Fabian Ruiz, Kvaratskhelia, Mayulu, and Barcola. Due and Hakimi are out. Dembele is doubtful, but I think he will not be in the starting lineup. Spurs, Vicario, Porro, Romero, Van de Ven, Spence, Sa, Jopalinia, Bentancur, Kudus, Richarlison, and Simons. Sporting against Brugge. Not that interesting, I guess, because we don't have many players from both teams. Thank you. No problem, bro. You are welcome. Always. So guys, that's in my team under the Limitless team selection. It's not final at all. I think I can do it better. I think I missed something in my team, to be honest. I missed something. So I'm trying to figuring out what I'm missing at this moment. What is necessary for the perfection. I'm not that satisfied. So maybe because I have the double up in Napoli defensive line. Maybe because I have Lewandowski, who is against Chelsea, but in a good shape. While there is a Serhou Guirassy on the other hand, Vlahovic and Rasmus Højlund. So it will be too competitive to pick the player from those 4 forwards. My preference right now goes for Robert Lewandowski and Serhou Guirassy. But in a vote, I see that you have also your sympathies for Rasmus Højlund and Dusan Vlahovic. So finally, we can see what kind of decision will I make. We have another question. Is it worth to take a -4 to do the Marco Gabriel Alvarez and to Nuno Benjorno Kane? Then next game we get Paixão for Uzun and what do you mean in the last? I did not get it, sorry. But what about your question? The goodies thing is that you can take for Nuno and Buongiorno to substitute out DiMarco and Gabriel. But what about Alvarez and Harry Kane? I don't think it's a fair change because this will get you more points because maybe Kane scores against Arsenal, but how many? Limitless, yes, sorry. Maybe you can do that, yes, but I don't like -4 idea. Okay, just think about it. Where is the more opportunity, more percentage, and more probability? Kane scores against Arsenal, which he likes, we all know, or Alvarez scores against Inter. Which one is more likely to happen? And is it worse for -4? We must think about it. I will not use Limitless this week. I'm thinking of just doing Gabriel and Dumfries out for Nuno Mendes and Di Lorenzo or Davinson Sanchez. Nuno Mendes and Di Lorenzo, I think, are going to be better picks than Davinson Sanchez. I see without Victor Osimhen, if Victor is out, Galatasaray will not be that good. And even I will not be surprised if Union Sejil wins in Turkey. So if the rest of your team is good one, okay, don't use Limitless, of course. I'm guys forced to use Limitless. I remember why I'm forced to use Limitless. I remember you right now. Because I actually had Gabriel out, Ben Sebaini out, Akanji under the question mark, Denbar and Geronimo Rulli, who are playing against each other, Boris Alper Yilmaz, who is not efficient in a UCL Fantasy, Upamecano, who is against Arsenal, Lamine Yamal against Chelsea, Olise against Arsenal, Merino against Olise and Upamecano, Alvarez against Akanji, and only two of maximum 3 players were good, Mbappe and Holland and Milinkovic-Savic and Karim Adeyemi, who almost played the last fixtures from the starting lineup, from the bench, sorry. So I'm forced to do that, guys, to use a Limitless card. I'm not keen on to do that because I have already cost my wild card, so I left myself without any chip. So both chip strategies is used for matchday 5. It's not the best idea. Okay, I could also do Kane and Paixão next game week, no minus, but I don't know why, but Kane always banks against Arsenal and they don't have Gabriel as well. Yes, your your idea is good. Why not if Kane scores and he satisfies himself with that? But okay, that's all the decisions goes to you, of course. But for me, I'm selling Julian Alvarez. You just see it, but I don't buy Harry Kane. But it's all about you, bro. It's only advice. You can do that, but I'm not keen on to take -4 in UCL Fantasy. Mukoko, Celtic, or Burkhardt, Frankfurt. Celtic. You're right. As I remember, Celtic does not play Champions League football this year. Where is Celtic, bro? Are you in the future league? Is there Celtic? Should I be ashamed of myself right now, guys? No Celtic. Okay, in that case, I prefer Burkhardt because he actually plays the Champions League. That's all. Yes. I think second option, sorry. Burkhardt is better than Mukoko from Copenhagen. So Lewandowski and Serhou Guirassy, Rasmus Højlund and Vlahovic are too close to each other. So even you with me are in trouble. Your mind is in trouble to pick one of them. Lewandowski is in the best shape, guys. Not the best shape, but he returned very well. His outcome is good. Maybe he scores against Chelsea, why not? But meanwhile, we got Serhou Guirassy, who is also capable to score against Villarreal, why not? But for the last fixtures, Guirassy just struggling. We got Rasmus Højlund, who is also in a good shape, and Napoli plays against Karabakh, and we have Dusan Vlahovic. Juventus needs to win, and Juventus are going to perform against Bodo Glimt in a away game. But in that conditions, I don't think that Juventus will have easy game. If you know the conditions, the field is not natural, the climate is not good for football. It is going to be hard fixture for Juve, and I think already will struggle. But they must win if they want to qualify directly in the Champions League. But I believe Copenhagen has easier fixture against Kairat, but Frankfurt plays Atalanta a harder fixture. Yes, in that case, in that side, you are right. Yes, Mukoko has better fixture against Kairat than Frankfurt against Atalanta, but from the last fixtures and the shapes, I think Barkat can be better option than Mukoko. That's my decision, bro. If you ask me, it is like this. But all the decisions goes to you, guys who joined you recently with me. If you appreciate my effort, I want to ask you to subscribe the channel and like this video. Help me to reach the subscribers milestone. And what's the most important, please join in my Champions League Fantasy League, and let's make a little competition between us. Practically 30, maximum 40 minutes till the starting lineups, which will be revealed, and we will see if Osimhen plays or not. I think Osimhen is out and he's not going to perform, but let's see, guys. Maybe we'll have the opportunity to pick Victor Osimhen. If Osimhen starts, those three forwards will be forgot by me, and I will buy Victor Osimhen instead of Robert Lewandowski. Okay, what I did say minutes ago. This team is not perfect for me. Under Limitless card, this is the cheapest team, maybe cheapest team in the history, which I picked under the Limitless, because both goalkeepers are cheap. Emre Can is cheap. Neves price is less. So could Dumfries play, or he's officially ruled out? Ruled out, bro. He's not going to perform if something magic does not happen for Denzel. So I need something in my mind for this team, and I don't like the double up from Napoli defensive line. I don't like it, guys. So what can I do? But meanwhile, I think I must risk something to reach the higher spots. And that something is double up from against Karabakh from Napoli. So I was thinking to use Alexander Arnold in my Limitless, which I did exactly when I uploaded the episode for the Limitless, but Arnold did not play very well. He lost positions many times. So against Olympiacos, I don't see that Arnold plays well. So in Real Madrid, this guy is not that good yet. And I did not like Alexander Arnold's transfer. I'm a fan of Real Madrid. I didn't like it. I preferred him to stay in Liverpool, and we buy Hakimi from Paris Saint-Germain, but okay, that happens sometimes. So guys, I also want to buy Jude Bellingham from Real Madrid instead of someone else. For example, instead of João Neves, I can buy Lamine Yamal, Jude Bellingham, but I don't know. I don't like Vinny Jr. At this moment. He's not the best pick. Maybe he even does not start from the starting lineup, while Jude Bellingham is in good shape. Not the best one, but good one. My Limitless goes to players which are not good for on the paper, which are good actually recently with the shape. So if we take the shape, these guys are in better shape than Jude Bellingham. But I have the question marks about Lamine Yamal, who plays very well recently. It's too hard to skip him out the starting lineup, as out the Limitless. Lamine also is in a good shape, so I don't know. Maybe I pick Lamine Yamal instead of Salah. Ooh, it's too high, guys. Too hard. Maybe I pick Lamine Yamal instead of Mohamed Salah because of the latest performances. Also, Firmin is a good one. When I picked Lamine, he did not play very well for me, but maybe this time he does better. And play Lamine Yamal and Lewandowski both at the same time is a huge risk. If I buy Lamine Yamal, I think it will be better to skip Lewandowski and buy Girassi. It's fair enough, right? Yo, hello, bro. Goalkeepers Milinkovic Savic, Karnezeki defender, Svensson, Bourne, Davinson Sanchez, Dumfries, and Saliba rolled out. Saliba or Gabriel. Midfielder Yamal, Kvara, Sane, McTominay, Olise, and forwards Holland, Bappe, Burkhardt, or Mukoko. Solid team, bro. Now I'm thinking about picking both Lewandowski and Lamine is not fair enough against Chelsea. That Chelsea is not that bad team. I don't know. Okay, I will not pick Lamine. I'll pick Salah. It will not be good. If I pick Lamine Yamal, I must remove Lewandowski because having both of them are going to be great risks. So even maybe I remove Lewandowski and buy Sergio Girassi, who is able to score against Villarreal. Why not? If we still vote, Lewandowski is winning, but everyone is close. Just Vlahovic has only 18%, while Lewandowski with 29, Giras 27, and Rasmus with 25 points. So it's a most brilliant election. So yes, Gabriel, I was right. You want two substitutions, as I know. You can buy Burkhardt in your team. And you can buy Teze, of course, or Emre Can. But you have already a defender from Borussia Dortmund. So Teze from Monaco or Di Lorenzo from Napoli would be a good one. Do you think Mbappe is a must-have on this match day? I'm thinking about not buying him or just it's too risky. Not the must, to be honest. If I tell you from the last form of Kylian Mbappe, he's not must. But meanwhile, there is no many area of options. Maybe I remove Kylian Mbappe. It would be crazy if I remove Mbappe and buy Girassi instead of him. I think Mbappe is must because of many injury cases and the dreadful forms for the forwards. Maybe I buy Lewandowski. I don't know, or Girassi. I'm picking between them. Girassi unfortunately has bad record recently. He's not main penalty taker. Okay, I stay with Lewandowski at this moment. Guys, who you joined recently, please subscribe to the channel, like this episode, help me to reach the subscribers milestone, and what's the most important, join in my private league. Let's make a little competition between us and enjoy with that. The code is on the screen, also will be in the description. We got the question, why you use the no limit? Why you use the no limit? You mean limitless? Because I can explain it right now to you why I'm using limitless. Because I have that kind of situation in my team. My players are playing against each other, just like Atletico against Inter, Newcastle against Marseille. Bensebaini is out. Adeyemi 50-50 will be benched or not. Gabriel is out. Merino is going to play against Olise and Upamecano. Lamine Yamal has the match against Chelsea. Barış Alper Yılmaz is not performing well in the Champions League. While I stay with Kylian Mbappe, Erling Haaland, and Milinkovic Savic only. So I don't like to cost both chips during the 5 match days, but I'm forced to do that. So that's why I use Limitless. And I'm pushed right now, to be honest, to use Limitless. So that's it. The only problem with me getting Mbappe, so I have to sell I have to sell two forwards, and I can't get him with selling Gabriel or Dumfries. If you don't want to have Kylian Mbappe, don't take -4. Sell your two defender, Gabriel and Dumfries, and purchase two good defenders instead of them. So if I buy him and another forward, I will keep the two injured defenders in my team, and and have only 3 playable. So that's not good. I think during the group stage, it's necessary to have 15 available players if something hell is not happening in your team. I think it is better one to use available players, to get available players in your team than the players which are injured. So guys, sorry for that. Lewandowski is winning the race. Oh, that's good. That means you thinking that Lewandowski is a good one because of the last form. So in 20 minutes we will get the starting lineups. 20 or 30 minutes we'll get the starting lineups, which is most interesting. What kind of situations we will get in the case of Victor Osimhen, if Icardi plays from the starting lineup or just Victor Osimhen. If Osimhen plays, I will keep him in my starting lineup. If not, I'll have to choose. I will push to. So guys, you know that I don't like this team at all. I want to make minor changes. So I'm looking for the best players. Maybe I see the matches. And take the best players. So let's see, guys. Let's see what can we do. Girassi just watches me, to be honest, tells me to be in the starting lineup. So that's good, guys. Okay, maybe because of the many injury cases, maybe my team is good one. I'm risking with two defensive players from Napoli. Also have the differential player Kyon. My many players are differentials. Be honest. So John is picked by 1% as it shows UCL Fantasy, but actually he's not picked by 1% because many players will pick him instead of Ben Sabini. So Nuno Mendes with 46. So many differential players I have. Lewandowski with only 4%. Oh, Mbappe and Holland has a huge ownership. What do you think, guys? You can participate in my vote. Right now, I'm looking for a third forward, third option. Holland and Kylian Mbappe has granted the spot in my starting lineup, while I have the third option between Lewandowski, Girassi, Rasmus Højlund, and Dusan Vlahovic. So you can participate in the vote. Right now, Girassi and Lewandowski are close to each other. But Lewandowski is winning the race, and I think he is able to win. Levan, it is starting or Rashford. Rashford has an injury. Maybe he's not going to perform. Rashford is out, I think. During the latest research, Rashford is out. Leva is going to start. Guys, please don't forget to like the episode and make your questions in the comment section. That's a fair one. I like it a lot to answer your questions. To be honest, it's I enjoy with it. I like it to give you information and I share you my knowledge. Share with you my knowledge about the latest injury cases or the best players. So, what do you think about my team? And if I make the 10 rate system, how you rate my team out of 10? You can tell me in the comment section. We got a question right now. Hello, Kevlo. I have not used my wildcard in Limitless. Can I drop my team here? Yes, you can. Of course. You are welcome, bro. You can drop your team here, and tell me what are you going to do using Limitless or wildcard. So maybe Girassi scores many against Villarreal. Okay, I prefer Lewandowski for the single fixture against Chelsea. What I am going to do in the wrong side. Chelsea against Lewandowski. Girassi against Borussia Dortmund. There's a dilemma what I have. Okay, I prefer Lewandowski. Okay. Let's see what happens. I made a mistake in the first fixture when I sold Harry Kane and picked Vinny Jr. Even he did not start against Marcel. That was the worst thing I have done in UCL Fantasy at the beginning. So we can see the possible starting lineups again if you want. Do you have any question, guys? My team is Chevalier, Rulli, Anton, Gabriel, Van de Ven, Nuno Mendes, Di Marco, Adeyemi, Ildiz, Olise, Lamine Yamal, Fermin Lopez, Kylian Mbappe, Julian Alvarez, and Rashford. Limitless. Okay, you must remove Gabriel first of all. And how many free transfers do you have? 2 free transfers. You must sell Gabriel. And I think Rashford because he's injured. Otherwise, you can keep like this. Do not use Limitless. This team is not a bad one, be honest. But Limitless, if you use Limitless, you will not regret it, of course. because many your players are playing against each other. That's also good. So your outcome with that team must not be the best. Don't get me wrong. Many your players are playing against each other. Trophy transfers, but I'm considering using Limitless. Maybe you must do it. That's why I use Limitless. Many players from my team are playing against each other. Thoughts on Holland, although I have McTominay. Um, I think we got the better option with Girassi and Lewandowski. But if not enough money for them, yes, Holland is also a good option. Many Limitless cards will be active today. Trust me, guys, many Limitless cards will be active today. Because maybe it is going to be a record because many players are injured and good teams are playing against each other. So many cheap strategies are going to happen today. Okay, so Holland or Burkhardt, who is better? I think Holland. Instead of Foden, I'm using Bellingham. You can do that. You can do that. But because of the chaos in Los Blancos, I don't think that Real Madrid will have the easy match. But Jude is good option. And Foden is a different person in a Champions League than in Premier League. So instead of Foden, I'm using Bellingham. Yes, I get it. But I think Foden. I have Bellingham in my mind, but I don't like at this moment him. Or Arda Güler instead of Foden, considering him chemistry with Kylian Mbappe. Yeah, you just telling that I want to do same because the chemistry is higher between Mbappe and Güler this season, so you can use him. What's your favorite team in both England and Spain? In Spain, I'm a fan of Real Madrid because from 2005, when Real Madrid was not that best, they were losing everything, out from the Champions League, round of 16 too many times. But I just realized I was fan of them, and I'm not regretting it, of course, because they won too many. In England, I have not my favorite team. From the beginning of the season, I just see the teams, how they play, how they perform. Then I choose my favorite. For example, I liked Conte's Chelsea. I liked Guardiola's City. Why not? Also, Klopp's Liverpool. I was uh, interesting when Klopp was going to win the Premier League. He deserved to win. Today, I was also liked Manchester United. Fergie's Manchester. After that, not many times. Uh, I think and I predict this year that the title goes between Chelsea and Arsenal. As it seems, Arsenal are favorites. And also, we have the match between them, Chelsea and Arsenal, uh, this day. And also, I like Newcastle to be honest from the history. When I start watching Premier League, Newcastle was good, and I have another favorite team in England, which are in the crisis, Portsmouth, if you know, because in my childhood, this team was hell for the best teams. I like Portsmouth. My team: Osimhen, Mbappe, Greenwood, Yamal, Olise, McTominay, Vitinha, Vanaken, Gatti. Gatti is out, bro. Gabriel, Hussein, Dumfries, Hussein out, Dumfries out, Hakimi out. Oh, your team Your team is so difficult, bro. Osimhen is out. Kati is out. Gabriel is out. Hausen is out. Dumfries is out. What you told me, Osimhen to Holland is good one, yes. But wait for the starting lineups. Dumfries said Teze is also good. Just like again to Gutierrez, but you must play wildcard or limitless, I think, because you have too many injured players, bro, in your team. Too many injured players. Why don't you have any players from Galatasaray? Yes, I know Galatasaray is in the best shape, but I think without Victor Osimhen, it's going to be difficult one for them. And why not? I will not be surprised. Don't get me wrong. I will not be surprised if without Osimhen, Galatasaray loses today. They have many injured players, guys. Currently in 1076k, and I need to go higher. So if you want to go higher, you must use Limitless or Wildcard, because you have too many injured players, bro. Your players will not be active. Just like Gabriel, Dumfries, Hakimi, Hausen, Osimhen, but Osimhen 50-50, we can see it in 50 minutes practically. Yo, bro, who do you get as replacement for Gabriel and Dumfries? I think Nuno Mendes and Virgil van Dijk, or you can use Guardiol, Emre Can. Any of my defenders which I have right now most likely are good replacements for them. If you want more explanation, I can do that right now. Tell me. Yeah, thank you. No problem, bro. I believe Mbappe will score only one goal, especially it's an away game. So he's not worth buying. Do you believe he's getting a brace or hat trick? I don't see he's getting hat trick. Maybe brace, maybe not. I mean currently in 70k. Oh, that's a good one, bro. Don't leave the opportunity to have 15 active players for tomorrow. Tomorrow and today, of course. McTominay captain today. It will be differential captaincy. I prefer Holland as the captain. Do I keep Alvarez or sell him? You can sell Alvarez, which I did. You can keep him if he scores against Inter, but the main question is which player you want to buy instead of Julian Alvarez. That's the main question, bro. Oh, true. City plays today. I can't go against him, and Leverkusen defense has not been strong. Yeah. Bro, I have House and Gabriel and Dumfries, and I have two free transfers. I already used my wild card. I have Limitless still. What do you think? What do I do? Who do I captain today and tomorrow? Also, what about Dunborn? Dunborn is a good one, but I think Marcel is able to score against Newcastle today. What about your two free transfers? You can two defenders, sorry, instead of your two other injured defenders, and you have used wildcard. If the other players are good to play today and tomorrow, you can have only one injured player, but if your players are playing against each other, you can just use your limitless, just like I'm doing right now. And what about captaincy? My preference today goes to Holland, and tomorrow I'll choose between Mbappe and Salah. But I think Mbappe will have the advantage. City plays today, yes, bro, and I think we have no right not to have Erling Haaland as the captain. I want to keep Alvarez, but if I will buy Mbappe, the only way to do so is by selling Alvarez. So don't sell him if you don't want to buy that kind of player. This is your final team. 99%, yes. 99%. Maybe I'm have the change. If Osimhen starts, I'll buy Osimhen instead of Lewandowski. If not, maybe I will not change anything else. I'm thinking between sell Junavesh and buy Lamine Yamal. I don't know, guys. I don't know. 99% it's final. I'll be out before the 20 minutes. I will save my team. Of course, I will show you. No changes will happen. But right now, I have that kind of team. Soon we will have this possible, no, not possible, but starting lineups. What week is the most ideal to use Limitless card? Maybe Matchday 6. The next fixture. We can see that, bro. Of course, I can see you. I can see Bayern against Sporting, PSV against Atletico, Tottenham against Slavia Praga, Barcelona against Frankfurt, Villarreal against Copenhagen, Borussia Dortmund against Bodo Glimt, Arsenal against Brugge, Juventus against Paphos, and Real against Manchester City. So most likely the best week to use Limitless without any risk of rotations. I think it's Matchday 6. Osimhen no starting, check X. Yes, I was thinking like this. Osimhen is out because of injury. And starting lineup are revealed. Icardi, Sane, Ilmaz, and Gundogan are starting. While we got no Osimhen today. He's out. So that just increases the opportunity to have that kind of team before the deadline. Bro, from what week will we have unlimited transfers? After group stage ends, you will have unlimited transfers for the playoff round, and then after playoff round ends, before the round of 16, you will get another unlimited transfer. So that will be the final time you get unlimited changes. Okay, next 2 times it will be like this. After group stage and after the playoff round. Do you have any questions, guys? Substitute Dumfries for Bastoni or substitute Rulli for Karnezeki? Don't you have other options? Oof. Why do you think it's good option to substitute Rulli to Karnezeki? Okay, substitute Dumfries for Bastoni. That's a better option, I guess. Born Born instead of John? I don't think so. John can take penalties. Alvarez, Mbappe, or keep Alvarez, can't have both. Oh, it's too hard. Okay, just for the long perspective, Mbappe will be better one. So keep Mbappe. My other goalkeeper is Savage. Ah, okay. Then use Karnazeki. So, hi, my team is Raya, Karnazeki, Anton, Dumfries, Gabriel, Chaloba, Sasha Boy, Yamal, Olise, McTominay, Manstatuano, Kane, Mbappe, Holland. Two free transfers. Would you limitless? And if not, who would you sell? Thanks. I would sell Manstatuano from my team, and I would sell Sasha Boy from my team. You have also Dumfries and Gabriel. And Karnazeki and David Raya are playing on the same day, right? Oh, no. Sorry. I was on day 6. Yes. Do your cheap strategy, bro. Your both goalkeepers are playing on the same day. Dumfries are out. Gabriel is out. Chalobah is playing against Barcelona. Sasha Boy will be on the bench. Also, he's out. Mastatuano is out. So, I think you must use Limitless. Pick one. Nuno Mendes, Bastoni, or Saliba. Mendes. Mendes. All day long. Because of the fixture, of course. Now, guys, if you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe the channel, like this episode, help me to reach the subscribers milestone. What's the most important? Join in my Champions League uh, private league. Sorry, let's make a little competition between us, and we can become 370 members. Right now, we can see the statistic. Right, what is happening? 14 managers will be odd, so 14 more will be good. Limitless will good for this week or next week, or maybe at knockout stage. I don't like using Limitless in knockout stage because your previous team will return and maybe they will be out. So if you have the problems in your team, you must use Limitless today. If not, match day 6 will be better to use Limitless. I was looking for match day 6, but I have the problems at this moment in my team. That's why I'm forced to do that. Robert Lewandowski and Sergio Girassi are winning the race. Girassi is a little bit, maybe only one vote is between them, between Lewandowski and Sergio Girassi. So I prefer Lewandowski. I know the match is against Chelsea. It's a difficult one, but Sergio Girassi's recent form does not let me to take to get this guy. Guardiola is not expected to start. The second, you are the second one who is telling me that. So why, bro? Do I have any information? Okay, I remove Guardiola. Why he's not expecting to start? An injury? When I did the research, he was expected to start. So do you have any research or any rumor? Now another headache to buy defender. If we according to UEFA.com, Ruben Dias is not going to start. If Guardiola is not starting, that's a bad. I show AXD. Do I have any rumor? Recent rumor? Why not Winnie instead of João Neves? Winnie has not the best. The last 10 fixtures, he did not score, did not assist. I don't like his form, and he has the tension with Xabi Alonso. That's why I don't pick Vini instead of João Neves. So who I must buy? It's a matter of question right now. Just Bro told us there is no Guardiola. Guardiola is not expected to start. So, but did not link us the information. So maybe pick Arnold. That's a, that is going to be the risk pick, of course, because Arnold does not play good football. Zobo instead of Salah? I don't think so. If Guardiola is not playing, I'll pick Otamendi in my team. Maybe or Denborn. But meanwhile, I'm thinking that Marcel is able to score against Newcastle, so maybe I start with Nicola Otamendi. Or Davison Sanchez from Galatasaray. Don't you have, guys, any questions? Maybe we can end the poll. So Lewandowski and Sergio Girassi has the same results, 31%, followed by Rasmus Højlund and Dusan Vlahovic. So it's all about me right now, as it seems. So I have Girassi and Lewandowski as the equal choices. Despite the fact Girassi plays against Villarreal, I think that Lewandowski can be better pick because of the recent shape he has. He's back from an injury and scored hat-trick against Celta Vigo, single goal against Bilbao. In national break, he also scored and made an assist. So against Chelsea, with a huge experience, he can do likewise. But on the other hand, we got Sergio Girassi, the player who can score against any team in the world, but his recent form is not that good. He's dreadful, and I guess I just bet on experience than the opponent. So okay, let's keep with Robert Lewandowski because I think he can score a goal against Chelsea. And guys, sorry, guys, if you joined recently, please subscribe to the channel and like this video. Help me to reach the subscribers milestone. I'll be very happy if we became at least 2000 2500. Why not? But maybe it's impossible right now. But okay. what's the most important? Please join in my league and let's make a little competition between us. The code is on the screen, also will be in the description. And this team probably is going to be final, and some guy just told us that Guardiola is not expected to start. Another guy told us, according to my research, Guardiola is going to start. But okay, let's not make a risk and pick another player, which can be Nicolas Otamendi. Right now, I will see the starting lineups and then decide. Yes, Otamendi is going to play against Ajax. So with his ball recoveries, he can give us the opportunity of the many points. But I preferred Joško Guardiola. I don't know what to do right now, but Otamendi looks perfect. Also, there is a Davinson Sanchez from Galatasaray, but I also think that Union Saint-Gilles is able to score against them, and I will not surprised if Belgium team wins today against Turkish team. Ajax is not the best shape. Okay, I pick Otamendi. I don't like this team at all. Not 100% to be honest. We can see the official starting lineups are like this, guys. Ajax is like this: Haros, Reger, Sutalo, Bas, Windal, Klaassen, Itakura, Taylor, Bonida, Verhulst and Godz. Benfica, Trubin, Dedic, Antonio Silva, Otamendi, Dal, Berenechea, Rayos, Orsnes, Barreiro, Sudakov and Pavlidis. Galatasaray, Urjan Çakir, Salai, Sanchez, Abdul Karim Bardakci, Jakobs, Torreira, Gabriel, Sane, Gundogan, Boris Alper Yilmaz, and Icardi. So, okay, I will keep with Otamendi or just looking for a defender again. Let's see what can we do. I don't want to double up from Liverpool defensive line. I don't want to put a defensive player from Arsenal and Bayern, not even Atletico de Madrid and Inter because they are playing against each other. What's the issue with Vlahovic? I just made the pool, bro, and Vlahovic lost. But recently he does not score many goals, to be honest. In the Champions League he does against Sporting, against Villarreal, against Dortmund, but in Serie A he struggles to score goals. So Otamendi or Kalulu, Juventus defender. Okay, let's keep with Otamendi. I don't know the worst Limitless team. Maybe I have ever heard the cheapest one, but many good teams are playing against each other. If not the push and the force, because many players are playing against each other, I would not do that. Instead of Gabriel and Hakimi, what do you mean, bro? Palmer is play? No. Palmer is out. Just made a training session, but he's out. He will be out against Arsenal too, if you're interested for the FPL. So if this team is final, guys, and I have no Yamal, no Fermin Lopez, so what that means automatically to review my transfers. Now let's make a date. Otamendi instead of Nuno Mendes, who plays tomorrow. Jean Neves also plays tomorrow. Scott McTominay instead of Salah. Okay. Suggest instead of Gabriel and Hakimi. You can buy Virgil van Dijk and Emre Can. Or Di Lorenzo. No many good defenders. Or you can risk with Alexander Arnold, which I did not, but till the deadline maybe I do like this and I buy Alexander Arnold, but because of the many injury problems for Real Madrid defensive line and also Courtois is out, I think there is opportunity not to have clean sheet against Olympiacos. So my starting lineup is going to be like this at this moment, as it seems it is: Milinkovic-Savic, Emre Can, Otamendi, Di Lorenzo, 4 players, 5 with McTominay, 6 Phil Foden, 7 Robert Lewandowski, and 8 Erling Haaland. The rest of the 7 players are going to perform tomorrow. The balance is good. I prefer 9 to 6. No, Osimhen does not play. He is injured, bro. We know the starting lineups. He is not playing. So that's it, guys. My team probably is going to be like this. Maybe instead of Kylian Mbappe, I buy Serhou Guirassy, but I don't like that idea. It's a risky one. Maybe Mbappe scores. 8 players are playing today, while 7 players are going to perform tomorrow. So the balance is good. I prefer 9 to 6. 9 players today and 6 tomorrow, but that's okay. Okay, nothing happened. PSG, Liverpool, Monaco are playing tomorrow. And also Real Madrid. Icardi captain or not? What kind of options do you have? More options. Guys, so you joined recently, please subscribe the channel. Let me to reach the subscribers milestone, which is on the screen right now. Help me for that. And what's the most important, please join in my private league and let's make a little competition between us. I'll be very happy if we can become 370 members till the deadline. So please help me to reach the subscribers milestone. I'll be very happy. It will be appreciated by me. So guys, if my team is so final, what can we do? I think Galatasaray have more goals, but what player? But do you have other players just like Holland? You can captain him. Why not? If you captain Holland. Okay, that's maybe final team, guys. I don't know what to do. I want Guardiola in my team, but some human just told me there is no place for Joshua Guardiola because he's not going to predict to be starter against Leverkusen. So I exchanged him with Nicolas Tamendi. If it's right, thank you so much, bro. So in 15 minutes, I will end the stream. 15 or 20 minutes. So if you have your questions, give me right now. Or do I want to make any change in my team? I don't see it exactly. Maybe I buy Hargane. I buy Saga, Trossard. No, no, I'm kidding, guys. So, do you have any questions, bro? Do you have any questions? So I sorry, I had the options of the limit under the limitless card. Many options, guys. Many good teams are playing against each other, but I prefer that kind of players. 8 players are performing today, while 7 players are performing tomorrow. So the balance not the best one. I like 9 to 6, but that's it. Not the worst one, of course. Holland as the captaincy from tomorrow's game. I prefer to have. I prefer to have. Ooh, it's a long one, but maybe I prefer to have Kylian Mbappe. So, guys, I'm waiting for your questions. My team is final. I can't replace anyone because when I see the matches, when I see the fixtures, I like many players, but I can't buy them because of the opponent, because of the recent form. The hardest limitless card I have ever draw. What happens if I buy Serhou Girassi and Lamine Yamal? What happens? I'm the only one who bought Joe Neves under the limitless. Maybe everyone buys attacker players, but Joe Neves has great record in the last fixtures. But of course, I have the option to sell him and buy Lamine Yamal. Why not? If I buy Lamine, I told you I buy Serhou Girassi instead of Lewandowski. But last minute changes never affect well on me. Never. What do you think? Comment, please. Having João Neves instead of Lamine Yamal, opposite, sorry, or sell Lewandowski and buy Serhou Girassi. What do you think? Yamal goal contribution is too high, guys, so maybe, sorry, maybe I buy Lamine. Instead of who? João Neves, who is good also. He's too high. Too hard, guys. Maybe I'll make last minute decision like this. I buy Lamine Yamal instead of João Neves. And I buy Girassi instead of Robert Lewandowski. Is it a good one? Do you think it is better? Or just keep both Lewandowski and Yamal together? Okay, don't do like this. Don't do like this. Last minute changes never affect well on me. Okay, guys, that's it. What it happens, we can see. That's my final team. Nothing can be changed at this moment. No more questions from you as I see. So the chat has died. Okay, guys, if not many questions, only 5 minutes more, I'll leave and I will leave with this team. Okay, Holland will be the captain for me. If not many questions, guys, that's okay. I'll have the team like this. I was thinking in the last minute to have Lamine Yamal instead of João Neves and Serhou Guirassy instead of Lewandowski, or just keep both Lewandowski and Yamal at the same time. But against Chelsea, it's a little bit risky one, so I think I will keep with Robert Lewandowski. And remember, I think that Firmino scores tonight against Chelsea. Firmino scores. So if you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe to the channel, like this episode, help me to reach the subscribers milestone, and what's the most important, join in my private league and let's make a little competition between us. So guys, no more questions from you. Just we'll wait for the next 2 minutes maybe, and I will stop the stream. Okay, guys, that's all. That means you have no questions. Thank you for watching. That is my final team. What you see, 8 players played today, 7 players for tomorrow. The captain goes to Erling Haaland. On Wednesday, the captain will be Kylian Mbappe. Thank you for watching, guys. If you enjoy, please make the subscribe button and like this episode. It was a pleasure to share my time with you. So see you later. Wish you all the best always, and we can share our outcome tomorrow when I will have a day 2 deadline stream. So right now, that's all, guys. Thank you. See you later. Wish you all the best. Goodbye.